Hey, welcome in anyone who's joining early. Just messed around a little bit with the MEVO Plus. Excuse me. Brand new MEVO Gen2 on GSPRO today. Just kind of getting a little warmed up. Got SkyTrack Plus on sale. Oh, nice. You did? You got it? Have you been using it? What's going on, JC? What do you think? What do you think of the SkyTrack? I'm sure you're already used to the shot delay, but it is a little weird at first. All right, I'm just trying to get loose before I get started. Nice. I mean, at least you know SkyTrack Plus is really well refined. As of right now, I think you made a good choice, but messing around with the MEVO today. Gonna see it in action. I picked up some RCT balls, so I'm hoping that's gonna really help with the accuracy. I'm supposed to do left-handed swings, but I don't want to embarrass myself here. Hey, the MLM2 Pro is still awesome. But this MEVO Gen2 is definitely going to be a competitor. Oh, I actually made contact with the ground there. Kicking up a sweat already. Yeah, it's nice for the range. The only thing I don't like about the MLM2 Pro for the range, and I really enjoy bringing it to the range, well, there's a few things. There's the internet stability. You have to have a good internet connection. Otherwise, it's a little bit weird, which you probably already know. I wish they would estimate the spin. I know that it does, but I wish that it would estimate spin values on the MLM2 Pro, and that's what I'm hoping the Gen 2 will accomplish, because you actually get good spin readings out of it, and they show you everything. So data is key. Light scope, fusion tracking is amazing. So I'm really excited to bring it outdoors, and I'm going to do that on Friday. All right, take care, JC. Oh, you ordered it? Nice. What's going on? Thank you for that generous donation yesterday. I got the RCT balls here. I was just trying to loosen up a little bit. But I think I'm ready to get into it. Since I was just swinging my speed stick, I'm going to hit a driver right off the bat. And I'm not even on the range, but I'm just kind of looking at the data. But I did take a few driver swings, and the numbers were awesome. So I'm really excited. I think we're going to play something on the SGT right now in a bit. Going to warm up and test some things out first. That was definitely low. This obviously isn't the driving range, but that's okay. So, getting loose. What do you want to see first? Big pull. Not going to get a read. What's going on? Oh, okay. I had to click something on the connector. We're using the enhanced fusion tracking, which is using radar and camera together. Sorry, I just feel like I got to hit one good one. And then let's do some chipping. Yeah, I mean, my typical shot is a draw, and that was a pull draw. All right, I feel good about that. These are with the RCT balls now, and like I said, I've hit about a dozen shots with it, and they feel really good versus the metallic stickers. Metallic stickers are pretty good, but yeah, we're gonna try these RCT balls. $70 for a dozen. We took the kids out, 22-minute drive down to Golf Galaxy last night, and picked those up. Let's do, all right, this is 27. Start out with something that's just kind of generous first. But I don't think I've had a single no read on when it comes to the short game. I haven't done too much yet. And I got to say, the hitting box is very generous. Like, I'm reading putts from way back here, and I'm hitting my driver way up here. I'm kind of all over the place, and the hitting box is really generous. It's definitely bigger than the MLM2 Pro. So if they come out with the Pro package, I think it's going to be really nice. A little firm there. Oh, where'd my ball go? But I got to say, it's feeling really good with these RCT balls. This is kind of just like a standard narrow stance, back of the stance. There we go. And notice like how responsive it is too. That was a little bit of a miss, but for me. And I am pushing them just a hair. That one, no. All right, let me focus up. Get this one in the circle and move on to the next. There we go. That one was really good, I think. All right. Let's do something short. I haven't really had anything that was too short yet. Oh, you know what I should do? Give me a moment. I think you're going to like the MEVO Gen2, though. Shoot, that was the wrong one, too. We'll do some chipping. Then I'll go up to some shorter shots, kind of get warmed up a little bit. Maybe just a handful of irons. And then play a full 18. Practice, on course. There we go. Now I can hit to some different flags, test a few different shots out. This is relatively short. I don't need to test myself like that just yet. Okay, this is only 7 yards. So this is really going to push it to the limits here. I mean, I'd have to carry this really short. And this is with a sand wedge. I can go to a lob wedge if I need to. Yeah, that's kind of a bad one too because it goes straight down this hill. So I mean, realistically, to get that there, I'd have to hit something incredibly short. But it did read. That landed almost exactly 8 feet away, and closer to 9, I guess. Yeah, I haven't had a single issue when it comes to chipping. Not at all. And I know that outdoors is going to be even better. That landed about a foot and a half short of the screen, which is pretty much what it says there. 2.1 yard carry, so about 6.5 feet. Definitely no problems. That was even shorter. Okay, maybe that won't read. That one carried about 6 feet. That was about that 6.5 again. That one hit the screen. All right, so I would say right now I give the edge on chipping to this over the MLM2 Pro. Radar-based units have a tough time, especially with the unit being behind you. I'll try a 58 degree to see if hitting it higher and still landing it soft helps. But I gotta say it's pretty good. See how high and soft that one was? That was great. Kind of the only way to get to this pin right here. I'll try some bump and runs as well. That was another soft one too. What's up, BA? Driving for the next couple hours. Okay, well, be careful while you're driving. I tend to do that sometimes, but I definitely try not to. What's going on, BA? Thanks for joining. All right, let's see here. This will be a... Oh, this pin is always really tough. No, I want something I can do a bump and run on. No. We can go back to the 30-yard one because I have an 8-iron here. See how the bump and runs do. I don't know if that's going to run enough. Oh, yeah. Definitely. The one thing I got to figure out is my alignment because I aligned it for putting, but then I feel like the full game is a little bit different. Yeah, I definitely hit that one harder. No doubt about it. Just finished playing 9 holes. Yeah, I seen you been playing outside. That's great. How'd it go? How are the scores? All right, one more bump. No doubt the bump and runs are doing just fine. That was a better starting line, but it didn't carry very far at all. Let's go over to the driving range and do some random holes. Hey Tyler, what's going on? You have an MLM2 Pro. Do you need more space for the MEVO Gen2? It's about the same. They give you some grace. You can start it, I think, as close as 7 feet. You definitely want 8 feet to the screen, just like the MLM2 Pro. They say the minimum is, I think, 7 feet. I think I have it set up at about 8 right now. Obviously, the more the better, but it is about the same. But I'd say that the Gen 2 is a lot more forgiving on the setup. The hitting box is massive. Like I'm putting from way back here. This is where I'm starting my putts. Actually, I was starting it here, but I can go as far back as here. And I'm hitting driver 3 feet in front of that and at least a foot, off to the side as well. Yeah, so I just want to mess around with some of these random shots just to see kind of how they do. Just with the same club. That it? Okay. And we'll see how these do. I'm using the RCT balls today. Really liking them. Really liking the short game on this for a radar-based unit. The responsiveness is really good too. That was thin. So it came out pretty low. How many shots is it giving me for each one? Oh, 2. Okay. I do like to do 2 so I can have a redemption. 44. Gotta hit that. I didn't hit it. Definitely going to be a good warm-up for the SGT here. That's better. Better. There we go. Tyler, I'm curious, what has you thinking about the Gen 2 versus the MLM2 Pro? I'm just curious. Got a no read there. But again, I don't know exactly where my hitting box is. Go. Oh, nice. I get to try that again. Pretty close to the same shot. And it showed that too. 44. This is a perfect waist high, 58 for me. If I can execute it. That came out a little right. I don't know if it was quite that far. Also, if there's any like MEVO or MEVO Plus, I guess MEVO Plus users in here, let me know if you have any kind of tips and tricks on setup or shot or whatever. I know it should be similar. That was a good distance. Just a few more. I'll do some full shots and go play and see if I don't embarrass myself. 58 yards. Yeah, I yanked that a little bit. Spin rates look really good though too. I'm impressed with that so far. I also have a square on the way. I'm worried about PC in the garage in the winter. I'm looking at something I can hit in a bedroom. Kind of tough with the behind monitors. I also don't want to spend the cash on a GC3 or something. Is your goal like just simulation if you want to play and practice a little bit? Because if that's the case, the square is definitely good for that. And especially for limited setups. I've been looking at houses, looking at rentals, and every time I go into a room, it's not quite enough space because I have a lot of space in this room here, but I'm realizing how difficult it'll be to go to a new simulator setup for radar-based units. So the square is really good for that. And honestly, it's such a good unit right out of the box too. That was decent. The spin rates are looking so good. These RCT balls helping. This could be good. I kind of feel warmed up. Yeah, well, if you watch my reviews, sometimes I hate on the square, I hate on everything because these are budget launch monitors and I'm comparing them to the best of the best and everything. They're coming out with new ways to look at your data for the Square 2. There's a mobile app where you can download a CSV file after you hit the range, take that to this app, the separate app, and I can show it off later on. And it'll show you a dispersion, it'll show you your averages and all that. It's just an extra step versus like the MLM2 Pro or the MEVO. But I think they're trying. I think they're realizing that they kind of missed out on the analysis part a little bit. I shanked it. Thankfully, I won't even read. Oh. But I wouldn't be totally turned off by it. You'll see a lot of people talking about, oh, it doesn't read the distances far enough and all that. But I promise you, those are almost always user error, like 99%. It's just people that don't realize how much more difficult it is to swing indoors. A little long. Pretty good, though. Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'm curious about the Arcos versus MLM2 Pro, but I don't really have any doubts in it. I've used it up against a TrackMan, and pretty much every unit I've used in my house is showing me all the same numbers. Oh, 64 here? Yeah, a little tug. That was better distance, I think. Go. Woo. Okay. I'm going to end on that one. Hit a few iron shots just to kind of gauge my distances. I'm glad that webcam putting worked for you. Sorry, I forgot where my cameras were today. I'm glad that webcam putting is working for you. It's a really good solution. Right now, the putting on this is so-so. And so, honestly, webcam putting is a really good option. Let's see if I can hit these distances. This is a little long for my normal 7-iron, so we'll see. But just getting warmed up. It's going to be a little long, but look how straight that was. That felt really good, too. Almost dunked it. Got to hit the same distance again. I can try to take some off. That looked really good, too. That's a little more draw than I like, but that's my miss, honestly. I'll be honest, I have a two-way miss. But my normal shot shape is a little draw. That was good, I think. I really liked it. I don't know if I could do much better on that pin. All right. Let me have him for a sec. Come here. Coolest part about the simulator right here. I've got a 2-week-old baby. He's 2 weeks today, and I'm playing golf right now. Not only that, but live streaming, setting this all up. It's a lot of work, but I'm really excited for this MEVO Gen 2. And this is baby Bent. He's a great boy. Got 2 other toddlers at home too, and this keeps me playing all the time. So I love that. The shot shapes are really good. I think that these RCT balls help. I didn't really have a problem with the metallic stickers, but man, this thing feels really good. Kind of like the MLM2 Pro. Hey antennas, what's up? Yeah, that was kind of a rough green. I'm not gonna overthink anything, and I haven't played tournament golf for a bit. I've obviously been really busy, but and I don't even know what we're doing, but I'm just gonna go for it and play this SGT tournament. Where'd my tee go? There it is. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the shot shapes right now. The long game has been great. If you couldn't tell, the putting, I'm gonna get there. I've got a putting video coming out, but I didn't want to release it because, well, I wanted to test it a little bit more. And I figured out my setup may not be perfect when it comes to putting. I think this is one of those things that there's going to be a learning curve for, and don't know if I've exactly had it figured out yet. But I've been having some pretty good reads on this mat today. It's the first time I'm trying this mat out, so we'll see what happens. What I have noticed is I think, okay, only 6,900 yards, 5-foot gimmies should help me. Hard fairways, normal greens, 12 stimp, and it's breezy. And we got a little bit of elevation, 700 feet. What I have figured out is my feel for when I putt with the square, and you guys, if you watch my videos, you've seen that I do putt pretty well and make a lot of putts. My feel is pretty much double of what is reading on the MEVO Gen2. So if it's a 5-foot putt, I'm hitting them 10 feet and making them. 15-foot putt, I'm hitting them 30 feet, excuse me. I'm a little tired, and I'm making them that way. So I'm gonna try and keep that same feel going on, but yeah, it's not necessarily ideal. I want to use my control box, but I don't want it to be blocking the sensor here. Maybe if I put it here, it won't be too bad. I don't know. I don't want to mess with anything. Okay. All right. So we're going to see how this works for 18 holes. Is there any adjustability with the MEVO for putting? I don't know. I'm honestly new to it. There are a couple settings here and there. There is a setting in the API window. We'll see if it comes up. We'll see if these come up for you guys. Open this up real quick. So there's all these settings like unit to sensors, unit to tee. You can change the distances. And then tee to putting. I've been talking with like one other person who knows what's going on with this unit because not many people have it yet. And they said to try out getting closer to the unit for putting. So I've been trying to putt from back here for some better speeds. There's a lot of adjustments to get this right, but funny enough, even with all these adjustments, I gotta say that it's very accurate and very generous hitting box. So we'll see where the 3-wood's going right now. Off the deck. A little bit of a pull. A lot of bit of a pull. Get down. I don't want to start OB. Okay, thank you. Well, I still got a shot. That was completely user error. That was terrible. Which course? This is Conway Farms, and it's beautiful. It's supposed to be the BMW, but I don't think this is where they play the BMW, that's for sure. Got a lot of wind here. Wind, rough. Gotta make sure I'm using the proper balls too. The RCT balls. First round with the RCT balls, by the way. All right. We'll see if this 7-iron's perfect. That was thin. So definitely lost some distance and spin. That was weird. So far, we're 2 for 2 on user error. Could be a little tricky here. That's it. Couldn't ask for much more. It's not looking good for hole 1. Now you'll get to see what I'm talking about with putting. I'm going to be putting from the fringe, which I already dislike. We're on 12 stemp. This is about 16 feet. I'm going to try and play this about 20 because of the slowness of this. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, they're going to hit me with a 220-yard par 3 right away. That was such a terrible strike for my 5-iron. Can't really judge it if I hit it like that. Sorry, guys. And now I don't remember how far this will play, but we've got a 46-yarder. I don't know if this plays like a greenside bunker or if this plays like a fairway bunker. So this could be bad. That's it. All right, should be a pretty easy little bump. Been handling these great. That's it. All right, this is gonna be make or break. I'm usually really good at these, but I don't know if I'm quite calibrated on putting yet. Oh, the speed was good. It's kind of a bad aim. Not a great start. Okay. That was a better strike, but I definitely pulled it again. Oh no. Kinda gonna try something crazy. This deep rough is gonna take off a ton of distance. All right, fighting for par. Everything's rolling front to back, it looks like. Did say it was going to come out a little left. Sit. This will be a great test of putting because it's pretty straight. So if I miss, it's pretty much just on me. So 10-foot putt. I'm going to try to play this probably about 18 to what I know. Oh, man. I yanked it a little bit, but I don't know if it was that severe. Excuse me. Somebody was asking about this unit. Somebody that's been helping me out with the putting, trying to get this figured out. Right now, I think it would be difficult for me to use this with the SGT or for the SGT just because of how putting is. I think it needs a firmware update on the speeds. It's tough to have to hit it so hard. Hey, what's going on? Watch me struggle. Oh no. It's so bad that it's going to be good. To be honest, at the moment, I'm kind of regretting my decision to play right now. Life's just kind of crazy right now with the kids. But I did want to get this out there. My performance is definitely affecting it. I'm not playing well. Maybe a little push. That just doesn't seem right though. What distance are you putting at? I'm putting at, I think, 7 feet right now. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like I was doing better without enhanced fusion tracking. So I am going to take it off for now. Kind of just messing around with it, but I don't know that I'm getting better reads at the moment. I feel like I was getting better reads without it. But I don't know, I'm just toying with some things. Just gonna go for this one. 57. Didn't hit it at all. I wasn't really thinking about the distance. Is the putting box you have 5 feet? In the putting box you have 5 feet. Yeah, there's a ton of room. I should be able to go. Oh, I have 5 feet because Gambic was helping me out. They were telling me to putt from that distance because, well, they've been toying with some things, and they said they've been having better speeds from that distance. So I'm just kind of messing around with it, and I'm sure that I'll get better with it, but right now it's a little bit of a struggle, and apparently so is my game. So this is 20 feet. Let's see. I mean, you saw how hard I hit that. I just don't feel that the speeds are calibrated right now. I think there's going to have to be a firmware update or several. There we go. That one was good. Is the putting camera or radar based? That's a great question. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I have to honestly read the manual. I started reading it and realized I was doing a couple of things wrong. And with that, I will say, I feel like it's not quite as out of the box ready as, like, let's say the Square, because there's so much to it, which is a double-edged sword because some people like the customizations and all the different options with it, but then, you know, there's just more to figure out initially. So let's see without that fusion tracking if this does better. There's so many different options and I just don't know what works right now. I hit that low. That's going to be in the hazard. Apparently they want to let me play it. But whether or not that's a good idea, I don't know. We'll just try it. And just hopefully get out. Use your webcam putting as a comparison. It will give you the miles per hour. Yeah, or the Square. The Square is really, really good. And honestly, right now, the performance of the putting is making me really impressed with the Square for $700 and no subscription. That was a good read. Yeah, I think I got to mess a little bit more with some of these different settings, but I think I'm leaving fusion tracking off. I don't know. I have no idea. You guys are figuring it out with me. 173. The irons had been really good, and they were really good on the range too. So distance was good. This isn't a shot I normally play, but let me show you something. Just gonna do like a bump and run. This isn't what I would normally play on the sim though. Got in a circle. Oh, don't look at that scorecard. As I figure this out, do not look at the scorecard. Gotta find my RCT balls. I am going to test this out on Friday, if anyone is new, outdoors, and see what it's like. Really liked that. That's what I needed. I just haven't been hitting good shots. Obviously been a little bit distracted with life. Not distracted. I mean, that's just the point of it. We just had another baby, so I'm at home playing some sim golf, and it's great. I can't be too upset. But I'm definitely not focused on the score at the moment. Okay, this is kind of long. Look how hard I have to hit this, though. No, you know what? It could be because of this little ramp right here. I'm honestly about to get rid of this putting mat, because I don't know if it's good. I can't say that anything's good has come out of it yet. This is the first day I'm trying out this putting mat. That was much better. I think I'm kind of ready to get rid of it. I love bump and run, go high, and cry low for the dough. In real life, definitely the bump and... Oh, I didn't even get in the circle. Definitely the bump and run is the play. But it may not be the play on the sim in most cases. All right, this is a tester. Got to play this almost 10 feet. I pulled it a little bit. Yeah. Shoot. Not even a par yet. So a lot of that is most definitely user error. And a lot of it is the unit too at this point. That's such a bummer. That felt so good. And that was just all right. That was a great read. So far, the fusion tracking, I think I'm leaving it off. One of us. I'm one of everybody today. I feel so bad. You guys see me shooting several under par with my square. This is an adjustment. This is coming out a little left, so I have to aim it there. Rough, it's going to take off some spin. Probably about an 85-yard carry, if that's correct. That's it. Oh, it just takes off the spin from the rough. It was good, though. I will putt this, because we're messing around with putting. Putt from the fringe, I don't usually like to, that's for sure. This is about a 17-foot putt. And it's uphill. You're not supposed to use the RCT balls for putting, so I have to keep checking the balls because I have regular Titleist balls in here in the mix and RCT balls. I'm going to go from further back to see if that little hump was messing things up. And played this about 35 feet, I think. Yeah. So truly right now, the speed is almost double what I think it is. And that makes it a little bit difficult. I haven't been hitting my drives too long, so drivers should be okay here. Oh. Not the RCT ball. This one is. Oh, sit down, of course. That's got to be wet. Yeah. I mean, now I guess I have to kind of play for score a little bit. I wanted to re-hit that just to see another drive, but not that I'm already out of this tournament, so it doesn't even matter, but 245 in. And uphill. See if I can hit a good 3-wood. It was really low. I'm not playing well. This is tricky now. Wrong putting speed makes it counterproductive. Yeah, I'm just kind of all over the place now. You're thinking about a lot of things, like, is this reading correctly? Once it starts getting in your head, it can be really difficult. So as of right now for GS Pro, I would not recommend this. You know, obviously we hope that they come out with some updates for firmware and things like that, but it just doesn't make it as good of an experience when you feel like the unit is causing problems for you. If it was just user error, that's a whole nother story. 12 stimp, I feel like I have to go out here, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite dialed in at the moment. So this is 14 feet. I'd really have to play this about 25. I mean, I hammered it. Still came up a couple feet short. But interestingly enough, when I hit on the FS Golf app, I was really enjoying it. The data that you get is incredible. So if you like that and you're looking for game improvement, it's really cool. And so I'm excited to bring it outdoors. But there could be something going on with setup for me indoors. And I might have to think about some things. I don't hit many cuts, but I want to hit a cut here. That's like my standard ball flight. Maybe I have the hooks, because I opened up the face there and that was only a baby draw versus some of the hooks I've been having. I'll go there just because of the wind. And this should be a pretty standard 9. That was a good swing. Sit. Spin numbers look really good. Lost my ball. It wasn't good enough to get on the green, but that could have been that wind. All right. The chipping's been great, so this should be great. Maybe a little short. No, maybe it's a good thing I hit it short. That rolled out a lot. Maybe I should try playing some auto putt tournaments, honestly, until I can really figure out the putting, because it's just very different calibration than with my square at the moment. It could be a setup issue. It could be so many things. So I'm going to have to work some things out. I'm kind of a pioneer at the moment for this unit. See if I don't hook my 3-wood again, because I've hooked this every time. That seems so much better. Go. Yeah. So it definitely doesn't help that I haven't been hitting great shots, because that felt so much different than the shots I've been hitting today. But it's rare that you see me +9 on any leaderboard. And that was a 308-yard 3-wood. That was awesome. A lot of ball speed. 1.48 smash factor with a 3-wood. This is definitely on a ridge, isn't it? Yep. Okay, let's see what kind of spin I can get. Get it just over that ridge and hopefully spin. Go. No. Oh, no way. Right when I think things were finally working in my favor. And now this is going to be really interesting, because I don't even think that I have the firepower to get there. I truly think you have to play this twice as long. And I think that that hump is going to get in my way, so I'm going to play it from back here on my hitting mat. But I truly don't think that I would get there, because I'm doubling everything. So 43 feet. I mean, I'm really playing this close to 100 feet. I gotta hammer it. And then that's the read I get. Outdoor ranges with range balls. Adam, I'm going to be testing this on the range on Friday, but here's what I will say. Based on my experiences with the MLM2 Pro and what I have seen indoors, because it's going to be difficult since I haven't quite seen the data. Flight scope, radar-based units in general do really, really well outdoors. So does the MLM2 Pro. The couple things I don't like about the MLM2 Pro: if your internet is not stable on the range, the app will be very laggy, and that makes a lot of people return it. Sorry, I have this camera too, I always forget about. With the MLM2 Pro, it doesn't give you spin data. It only estimates it, but doesn't show it to you when you're outside on the driving range, not using RPT balls. And I wish they would estimate it. This unit will show you, even though it's estimating just like the MLM2 Pro. And so I think that's really big. The other thing about the MLM2 Pro is the hitting box is really small. This one is massive, because I'm putting from way back here and hitting all the way over here. Now, as for data, I don't know which is going to be better of the two outdoors. I'm inclined to say they're probably both really, really close. And so at that point, it's kind of personal preference. You can putt with this unit, indoors, but right now the putting is not anything that I would write home about. Not anything I would even recommend. I think it needs several firmware updates before it's even ready. So it's pretty apples to apples. You could take you could take a chance on the Gen 2, and hopefully it does better for you outdoors and indoors. But the MLM2 Pro is so nice. I love the app on it, and it's been my favorite launch monitor all the way up until this point, for the last couple of years. I love that you can go back and review every shot, see all the data. I love that you get the impact camera, and right now there is no face impact location with the MEVO Gen 2. And so I'd have to give the edge to the MLM2 Pro just based on what I know. It's really good outdoors and it's really good indoors too. And if you have it in a net with the RPT balls at your house or whatever, you're gonna really like the data coming off of it too. I think if you're primarily hitting range balls outdoors and that's it, and you wanted something really reliable, I'm betting that the Gen 2 will be better, but I will know on Friday. On Friday in 2 days, I'm going to the range in the morning, and then I'll really be able to tell you. If you want to message me somewhere on my channel, like make a post on my channel or in the comments or something, I can find you and reach out to you and tell you what I think, honestly, after using this. But I do really enjoy taking my MLM2 Pro to the range too. At least with the lifetime membership, they're the same price, 1200, and you have access to everything forever. So, but in order to get that extra club data, to get that face impact location, you're probably going to be paying a hefty price in several months if you wanted to with this unit. So we'll see, but I wouldn't take putting into consideration as a factor as of right now. I hammered that. Got almost halfway there. The putting is frustrating me a little bit. And I'm not even standing on my mat properly anymore. I'm about to ditch this putting mat. I'm just kind of testing things out today, so it's going to look really bad. And so I'm not even sure if I should have done this, but I like to be honest and transparent, and hopefully in the next couple of months, you'll see this unit improve. But for now, oh, don't do it to me. For now, I couldn't recommend this for GS Pro for golf simulation. As a game improvement device, maybe. Really? And I'm sorry to say that because I know people are really excited for this unit. But indoors radar is tough. And it just makes me really appreciate the MLM2 Pro, which does indoors so well. Limited flight, I should say, not even just indoors. Hitting into a net would be the same. And also, all right, I'm not going to change my aim because the wind is going right and I hit a draw. And also it makes me really appreciate the square for what it is, because the square is so good right out of the box. People that complain saying it's not accurate at all, they're wrong. I didn't draw it, which is a bummer because that's wet. Oh, I guess not. Oh, I'm going to re-hit it from here. This is accurate on the full shots, to the best of my knowledge. But I'm certainly struggling when it comes to putting. And it's completely throwing off my game today. That was a great swing. Really frustrating. Just go in. Okay. Really frustrating that the first one was so bad. That was a great read. The first one was also a great read. I'm just not hitting fantastic shots today. And I'll be honest about that. So, like, typically with my square, I know exactly how far to hit this, and the putting is just so true and accurate that there's a good chance I miss this one. But with the square, I don't think I would. I think it's moving that much, though. Gotta play this almost 10 feet. That was a straight roll. Made that for bogey. But at least I can come in and answer people's questions about budget launch monitors. I think this unit is gonna need some time before it's ready for me to be my #1 recommendation, but I will continue to use it, test it out in many different ways. But the MLM2 Pro is so much more refined. Okay, see if I'm not turning the face over still. I can't even speak on these tee shots because I'm just not hitting them well today. But I will have to get back on my square in a couple days and just see if it really is me or if it's this unit. I'd say that was very accurate because I hit it just a hair behind it, and I'm very thankful that I did. The launch angles, the ball speed, the backspin are really, really good. The discrepancy I'm having at the moment is the spin axis. The ball go. And these short chips are really good too. See if I can hit a cut. I really haven't hit any cuts with this club. Yeah, that time. But it felt like a push cut. Maybe I need to hit the range. Because it's obvious that something is missing right now. Should probably be taking some time off. I do always hook this club. And the wind's going that way. Let's see if I can even get there. It's a long ways. Oh, it's not good. Like this one here, there's absolutely zero chance I could putt this. Well, I have to chip it because I don't know. I don't think I could get this to read. Let's see. It's actually really good. I think there's consistency in the putting. I just think it's not calibrated correctly because I was trying to play that about 130 feet, like hammering. Yeah, that was a terrible swing. Get down. Ooh. Could have helped in my favor. I still have so far in. See if it gets through the trees. Yeah. Go. Forgot we had hard fairways. No wonder that 1-3 wood went 300 yards. That was a great swing. That one actually felt good. It. Can you get away with only 5-6 feet behind the ball? I can test it for you, Zilla. I will test it for you. I'll move it in just a minute. I'm not too worried about my score right now or what's going on. It's reading these really well. I think 7 is supposed to be the minimum. I think it's probably not going to be worth it if you try to hit it from 5 or 6 feet behind, because radar really needs some space. That's the toughest part about it. What's your use case? I should be able to clear that with no problem with my 3-wood, but who knows today. It was the safe shot. I was a little scared. Hi. What's up? Okay. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. The back flag, I don't think I should try to really risk it and go for it though, because of where this pin actually is. I didn't want to do that though. Kick. Go. So, no, it doesn't have the club data right now. Supposedly, it's speculated that it'll come out eventually down the line. Originally, when it was released, all the retailers and creators, influencers were saying that it was going to come out, and then they all kind of took their statements back. So I think that they accidentally kind of leaked that info when they weren't supposed to. So it should have the same features as the MEVO Plus, but you're going to have to pay extra for it. So it does make it quite a bit more expensive. At this point in time, my real recommendations are still the Square and MLM2 Pro, depending on what you're using it for. And that's just based off a few days of using it. I may not have all the kinks ironed out, but I will say because of that, the setup, the initial setup may not be as easy as the Square and MLM2 Pro are. Sit. Sit. The short game has been really good. The irons have been really good. I'm not completely sold on driver and 3-wood yet. Not distance-wise. The distance-wise seems good. Just the spin axis, and I've watched some other creators, and you know, they haven't really touched on it not being accurate when it comes to spin axis, but that's what dictates shot shape if you don't know, if you're in here and you don't know. And so that's a big number that I'm looking at, and the MLM2 Pro does that so well, within 1% of what, you know, TrackMan does, and it's been put up against the GC3, GC Quad. It's very close. The Square is just slightly under that in my opinion, and this right now, I wouldn't use it for simulator golf. Limited flight indoors right now. Possibly it'll do better with more space. I only have 8 feet to the screen. Possibly it would do better with a better mat setup. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure all that out and working through that with you guys live and just trying to be transparent about it so I can answer questions and yeah, hopefully see it improve over time. But right now, I'm struggling. But I've had fusion tracking off for a while too, which is like its camera and radar tracking. I don't know what it's doing if I don't have that on, but I'm going to put it back on because I've had it off for a little bit after some weird reads. I kind of blamed the unit, the connector for it, so I turned it off, and now I'm turning it back on because it's not getting any better. So my game anyways, I'm not playing well today. Not playing well today, but now the unit's just getting in my head. Like, I just can't trust anything. So I don't feel like that was hooky, but now I just don't know. Favorite sub 2K sim? Sim, indoor only, Square 100%. If that's all you cared about was playing simulator golf. It's so good. Like, out of the box, it's great. It's accurate enough that you're not going to notice anything. You're not going to notice anything that makes it inaccurate by any means. The putting is so good. Watch some of my other rounds, my SGT rounds, Simulator Golf Tour, where you don't get mulligans and all that, and the unit's been great. I haven't had complaints in quite a while, actually. Downsides to Square are poor customer service, are the fact that they haven't released an update in a while, but the unit is so good for $700 with no subscription fees, anything like that. And the only thing it's missing for me is cameras, being able to see my impact location, which the MLM2 Pro has, which is my second pick because you can still do simulator golf with it. But this right now, the MEVO Gen2, I'm going to say it's probably way better as an outdoor unit, but indoor, it needs some work. And it's probably just quirky. There's probably ways to get it figured out, but I want it to be good out of the box. And this is day 3 for me, and I'm struggling. That was a poor strike. Great. Poor strike. I do think the long game is pretty accurate with this right now. Pretty accurate. There are definitely a few misreads, and that's kind of what I saw with other creators. Everybody's kind of scared to show the actual accuracy tests of it, and this is kind of why I think, because it's just not quite there. I think it needs firmware updates. This is what happens with new units, and so I'm probably pissing off FlightScope by doing this, but I like to be transparent. I will do, next week I'll do some Square lives again. I've got a 2-week-old baby at home, so I'm honestly exhausted. So that's part of the reason. But next week I'll go and do some Square rounds. I'll do some MLM2 Pro rounds next week as well if you want to join the lives. And then we can talk through those as well. And you'll see just how good both of those units are. But the Square is so good. Go. Just a little short. Short game's good on this, though. It is reading really well. This right here is going to be the biggest problem. And by the way, if you do want to support the work here that I'm doing, the channel, I've got a link in the description to Play Better, which I recommend if you order the Square, you go through another retailer but Play Better specifically has great customer service. The Square customer service is non-existent. That's my other biggest downside to it. If you shop through my link, it'll help support the channel, but I've also got a discount code in there which will help you get the best price possible for everything. So if you want to support my work, you can do that. But I'd love to help you out with answering some more of your questions, Zilla, if you have them. The problem with this right now is that this is a 17-foot putt, but for what I know to be 17 feet, this would come up halfway short. So I have to hit this almost double is what I'm finding right now. So I truly have to play this about 30 feet. And then that time it reads. I'm just not seeing consistency in the putting, and I couldn't use this as a full-time simulator and try to score well as of right now. You know what? When I finish this round, since I'm almost done and I'll just make it through it, I'll switch my license back over to the Square license and I'll play with the Square. And I'll show you guys that I'm not a 13 over par golfer. I don't think I've ever done this on GS Pro. Even if I haven't been playing and I'm not playing well. Yeah, I didn't expect that one to read. There's no way I'm shooting 13 over. And if I were to, it's fine. It's just that I think that there's some things that are really throwing me off. MLM2 Pro at the moment, much more reliable. See, that I expect that the MEVO Gen2 will get better. They always have firmware updates, always right in the first month, and then usually a typical one, you know, and the one right after that. But I'm just surprised that it's not even more refined. It's not supposed to be a replacement, they say, for the MEVO Plus. So it's only supposed to be better than the MEVO. But I don't know. It feels like a cop-out for now. It feels like they're just pushing it out. I'm not sure exactly what to believe yet. Right now, I'm kind of feeling like I just burned a hole in my wallet for no reason because I purchased this myself. Go. Go. Overall, the long game has been really good with this, but just some questionable reads. I'm pretty in tune with my game, and I can tell you right away if I drew something too much or cut something too much, but this just has me questioning my whole game right now. I thought I was playing well and swinging well, and now I'm just telling myself that I'm not playing well, and I don't even know if that's the case, but that's the downside to a launch monitor that's not accurate enough. That's what I experienced with the Garmin R10, and yeah, it just throws you off. It's not fun. It doesn't make it fun, so something to keep in mind when choosing a launch monitor. Accuracy is very important, no matter how good or bad of a golfer you are. So now I'm thinking almost 20 feet here. If I were to hit this 11 feet on 12 stimp, it would have to barely touch my screen. If I did that for you guys, you'd see how short it would come up. I'm going to be hitting this a bit harder than that. I truly think, wow, I made a birdie on. Yeah, it's returnable, but I do want to show it off to everybody though, because I think that it will get better. I think that this is kind of an unfair way to test it out in the beginning, but if you have to have the perfect mat height and the perfect little setup, and the unit has to be the exact perfect height, and you know you can't have a valley in between things, which is what I'm hearing from other people now, then that makes it difficult to trust. That makes it difficult to trust. It makes it difficult to invest in a product where you then, yeah, you're just struggling with it and it just frustrates you. The Square, I turn it on, set it down, connect to GS Pro, whatever, or the Square app. I can connect to the Square app in like a minute and I'm set. The only thing that's off is just alignment. Sometimes I just twist it a little bit and we're good. That's hard to beat. The LM2 Pro takes just a hair longer, but it's about the same. That's frustrating. Oh, there it is. That was just all right. But at least it went straight for once. Yeah, I've considered returning it and just saving up for whatever's next and just scrapping it. I've never been a MEVO user. You know, not the MEVO Plus. I have 300 yards in. I'm just going to lay up. You know, I didn't have the MEVO Plus, and so I don't feel like I'm missing out just yet. I never thought the MEVO was that great just based on what I was seeing, but I see so many people support MEVO. And so I was just really curious about this. And I'm just not sure what to think as of right now. I know this isn't supposed to be better than MEVO Plus. I do understand that. The irons have been good. That was a yank. And another no read. No, just very delayed. Sit down. Oh, come on. Let me finish this out. Go to drop zone. Re-hit. Okay. Let me finish this out and then get my square hooked up. And we'll look at that. Why is it taking so long to read? That was me hitting a big push. So the read was good. The read on the last one was good. It was user error. But like I said, when you don't trust it, you don't feel good about it, you don't play well. Whoops, there goes that. It's a massive delay right now. Unless that was a no read. What's going on? Try again. Oh, it says not ready. Oh. It felt like a good swing. It was a good read. Boom. So the long game's good. The putting's just throwing it off for me and just a few misreads here and there. So I know it'll get better, and I don't want to discount it just yet. But it's hard not to get upset when a unit doesn't work the way you want it to. FlightScope's probably going to comment on my video. Upset at me. So I have to think almost probably 28 feet here. I don't even know if I hit it. And the problem with the putting too is that the HLA isn't quite as accurate as the square is either. I just want to finish this one out. Okay, playing this about 11 feet. That's how far I have to play it for it to read. Okay, we're done. That was my worst round ever on GS Pro. Because I don't want to switch the license over, I'm also kind of running out of time a little bit. Let's pull up the Square app. And you guys will see how quickly I get connected with this. So Square's turning on now. MEVO's off. I usually set this up somewhere over here. Got to get my USB dongle that helps with the connection for the square. The Square designers built putting sim first. Yeah, exactly. This is made from the makers of XPut. Oh, of course, there's a little update, but this rarely happens. Sorry, I'm getting some text from my kids' daycare. It's possible that I don't have enough room. Disconnected, reconnect. Okay. It's possible that I don't have enough room at 8 feet to the screen. I don't know why that would be the case, but I'm just struggling when it comes to long clubs. The irons have been really good. I want to make sure that I'm aligned and good and all that real quick. Let's pull a 9-iron and get some TP5X balls. You guys will see how much better my putting is.
Ready?
It's hard to beat that. I was making sure you guys could see me. They definitely know how to do putting at Square.
Ready?
The Square app itself, when it comes to putting, yeah, a little pull. See, but that's what I feel, and that's what I see every single time with the Square. And it's so easy to use with GSPRO. No extra subscription fees. You don't need a ton of space.
Ready?
Yeah, what more could you ask for? So, I got some time. Maybe a little tired, but Lakewood? Pine Grove, I know I haven't played for sure. So let's play that. Play with a little bit of wind. I'm going to play with this. Okay, 4-foot gimmies is the closest they give you. Green speed of 9 is pretty much closest to what I remember to be on GSPRO. Yeah, I was messing around with this putting mat just for the MEVO Gen2 because you need a smooth, consistent surface. And so that's why I had that. I don't know if it's here to stay or not, and I just unrolled it today. But that also could have an effect on the reads I was getting and such. So just a moment. I can check on my baby, but he's out. R5, hole 1. This is obviously not GSPRO. It's the courses included with Square. But I just didn't want to have to reset my GSPRO license right now.
Ready?
And this should be good to offset my draw. Yeah, it wasn't a great swing, but you're not seeing massive banana hooks like I was just getting with the MEVO.
Rough.
Ball speed looks good. I've got 168 in the heavy rough.
Ready?
This may come up a little short. And like a shot like this, I know I'm definitely going to draw. Maybe not. And I hit the tree too.
Rough.
Yeah, I actually didn't draw it. I would like to. I just need to know if it's me or if it's the MEVO today, but
Ready?
I do wish they had an offset for this so I didn't have to aim right, even though my target is on the left. 28 yards. Hold it a little bit. But short games work so well on this. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, we just got back from an appointment today. We had other appointments. Baby's had a few extra appointments. He had a tongue tie, so we had to get that taken care of. I'm not seeing the ball. You see how much better the putting is with this.
Ready?
This looks very straight. I never double checked my alignment, but I feel like it's been pretty good so far. So we're going to leave it at this and try to hit a 7-foot putt. Okay, it said
Nice
right
par.
1.2 degrees. That could be my alignment. I never messed with it when I set this up. But
Ready?
the putting speed is so much better.
Ready?
Even my 3-wood, if you guys were watching, my 3-wood was spraying. And it's the straightest club in my bag, so it was driving me crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's my 3-wood every single time. It's off the mat, so I usually get a little bit more spin. Off a tee, it would have
Fairway.
had less backspin and gone a little further, but such a straight shot with just a baby cut. So hopefully the MEVO just didn't just destroy my game.
Ready?
Yeah, they're not showing me the ball, which tells me that this is like cut off. The screen's cut off a little bit or something.
Ready?
This is kind of a big ask for this club. I tried to step on it, definitely pulled it though.
Rough.
Again, that felt so good. That felt accurate.
Ready?
I go in?
Nice par.
Did that not go in? I mean, it looked like it was sitting in the cup and I got a par. So I have a feeling if I went over to GS Pro, I would be playing a lot better golf.
Ready?
Than what you guys saw back there. I don't know if I hit it. Go. Ah.
Rough. Ready?
Gotta land this one to the green. Whoops. Dropped my club. That's it. There's a lot of rollout. So, indoor simulation.
Ready?
If you've been considering a square, that's probably what you should get. All right, let's see if I straightened out the alignment.
Bogey.
That was better.
Ready?
I realize now that this is not a MEVO Gen 2 stream. This is now a Square Golf stream. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, that's my ball speed. That's my spin. That was blasted. Yeah. Now I feel like I'm back.
Fairway.
What's everybody thinking about the Gen 2 now?
Ready?
I'm thinking I may have to return it. Somebody keeps trying to call me. Scammers. Yo. Ah, just a little short. The square is so good. And after using that MEVO Gen 2 today, I'm sorry that I've ever said anything bad about the square. Just radar
Ready?
is tough for indoors.
Ready?
For limited flight. 15 feet. And now I'm
Nice
draining
bogey.
putts. The speed is like what I know. Can't believe I wasted a round sim golf tour round on
Ready?
that. 440. We're gonna leave the alignment right there. There's OB everywhere here though. Ooh, that was spinny. Maybe not. I felt an extra little bit of vibration like it came out low on the face. Definitely lost ball speed.
Fairway.
Get them to send me a calibrated unit. I know I don't want to be one of those complainers that, you know, is blaming the launch monitor, because there's always people that do. But just something tells me that it wasn't right. And there could be so many other factors, but it just might not be the unit for me, is basically what it comes down
Ready?
to. Because if there's something I'm not doing right in the setup, I don't think I'm ever going to get it right. This, you guys saw me just place it down and it's good to go. Ooh, yeah, just a little draw. And the wind's going that way. But great distance. Like, I'm getting my confidence back again, and that's how important accuracy is. I feel like I gotta aim all the way out here. They say it's not downhill.
Ready?
Settle. Oh man, I hit that. Imagine if I had a 28-foot putt with that MEVO Gen 2, how hard I would have had to hit that. I'm a little off now.
Ready?
Yeah, I will. I mean, I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. No, it's just difficult. The putting on here is hard, by the way. Every time I get onto this app, it takes me a little bit. But it's so much more sensitive.
Nice.
Like, that just
ball.
barely touched my screen. And it went the exact 10 feet. So I won't give up on
Ready?
it. And admittedly, maybe I shouldn't have gone live with it because I don't want people to get turned off from it if it's user error in some kind of way. But I do like to show my honest experiences with units and how good or bad it is based on that, because you can
Ready?
look at all the numbers and all the metrics that a unit provides and say this looks great, but it might not be great. So I like to show everything. Ooh, yeah, that was me. 100% left face open.
Rough.
But overall, I'm hitting it so much better. You got it.
Ready? Ready?
That was a nice swing. Oh, maybe that deep rough got me a bit though.
Bunker. Ready?
Okay, bunker's 40%. It. Going live shows the setup isn't going to be easy. Yeah, my setup
Ready?
video from when I used the FS app, it was really smooth, really straightforward. Had no issues with it, and I still am going to post that video, of course. GS Pro took me a little bit to figure out, and so there aren't many users with the MEVO Gen 2 yet, so I don't feel like I need to make a video for that yet, but I'm sure people are going to ask about it when it comes to GS Pro. 5 feet, this is touchy. I hit it.
Nice par.
But I'm actually feeling like I can hold putts now. I couldn't putt with it.
Ready?
But I'm looking to close out these last few holes here and go pick up the kids.
Ready?
Get some rest. I've been driving the ball so much better now. It was pretty good. I like that little cut.
Fairway.
So I know not everybody's going to be watching this live. Some people watch these streams back afterwards. Leave me some comments on what you think about the Gen 2. I hope I didn't scare everyone away from it, but if you have questions about the Square, about the MLM2 Pro, I love to answer those.
Ready?
Because those are the units that I've really tested for a while and feel really good about. I'm definitely going to continue to do so, but those right now are so well refined that they're the best budget options in my personal opinion for indoor setups. And obviously the MLM2 Pro you can bring outside. Little bit of a pull. But, I mean, I can't be complaining. I'm hitting the green. Yeah, no, exactly. Now that I know that it's me and I can feel those little subtleties and where the ball is going, I'm actually playing my game. So,
Ready?
you'll have to let me know your experiences with your MEVO Gen 2. And I want to see what other creators are going to put out there, because right now everybody's saying that this is the best launch monitor we've had in years, of course. And I've been asking the questions in the comments and nobody's answering me on the accuracy of spin axis and on putting, and there's more tests to come, but no one's posting those, and I want to be the one to post those, to be honest. What putt?
Nice eagle.
Oh, that was a par 5? And now the question is, where do you go from here with the square for an indoor unit? You know, what's next after square?
Ready? Ready?
Ah, it wasn't solid. It was straight, but I think I hit behind it. Go, go, go.
Bunker.
Just heavy.
Ready?
Gimme? Nice.
Nice par.
Really happy with that. The short game's so good with this unit. I'm gonna hit my 3-wood because
Ready?
I was hitting my 3-wood so
Ready?
bad on GS Pro, and it's my favorite club in my bag, and I need that confidence back too. I just hit this club so straight. What does that say? Left how many? I can't see the spin. It cuts off a little bit, but
Fairway.
there was almost no side spin on that. That's the straightest club in my bag, and it's a long club.
Ready?
Oh, that looks good. Yeah. Well, from everything I've heard from other users, a lot of people haven't even gotten putts to read. So I thought, just based on the fact that my putts were reading, I thought that I was gonna have a really good experience with it. Um, but it's just no excuse.
Ready?
You can't say a unit has putting and then it just
Ready?
doesn't work, period or well. And that's been a complaint from regular MEVO users for a long time. And so, yes, it's probably better than the MEVO Plus, but is it worth using if it's just not sensitive, not accurate enough? When the putts are going offline, they're going way short or way long. How can you trust it? I'm just going to play this dead straight because it looks like it's going both directions, but if anything, I should favor the right side. Oh,
Nice par.
not quite enough that time. Can't make them all. What balls do I use in the square? The TP5X picks.
Ready?
These are officially supported, the Pix balls, any pattern. But what I found is that they read anything with patterns well, period. And so it does read the RPT balls from ROXOR accurately. And so that's why I was able to test the two units together. Why am I putting my putter away? And so I've been able to use those together. Basically anything with a pattern on it reads really, really well. I'm gonna hit my 3-wood again because that was fun.
Ready?
And they're a great ball. I get more distance out of it, and I've started using them on the course too. I mean, that's the perfect club for me. I love this club. I find it so easy to square the face up. It's probably 5 years old now, 5 or 6 years old.
Fairway.
It's the Tireless TS2. Love this club. 106 with a little bit of wind. Probably a 102
Ready?
carry. We're downhill a little bit too, maybe 100-yard carry. I don't know if I hit it. I guess I did. It felt like I made poor contact.
Ready?
Yeah, we'll see if that's enough. I was a little short on the 15-footer last time. We're recalibrating. I don't know if I hit it. Ooh, go.
Nice birdie.
Yeah, so if you want something with putting, and putting is important to you, I'm so surprised with how well the Square is doing. The MLM2 Pro, I used webcam putting for a long time, and I didn't have issues with it once I really got it dialed in. 60 FPS webcam, and it was really good, but this putting is so good. I really can't believe what I'm getting for $700 with this now.
Ready?
And it's nice to have another unit put that into perspective for me, because people have been saying good things about this new MEVO, especially compared to like especially compared to the MEVO Plus, but I don't know. Not for me. Yeah, a little cut behavior there, a little spinny. I think I hit it heely, and then the wind just brought that right to the center. This could be the most fairways I've ever hit on the Square golf courses, which is crazy because of the round I just played on GS Pro. What state do I live in? Arizona. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. It's hot as heck, and that's why I'm playing indoors all summer long. And I don't have a problem with it.
Ready?
All right. I hit some good iron shots today, though. See if I can keep that going. Go. I'm making kind of poor contact now, which I guess is a good thing there. That's my 7-iron carry, and I hit a 6. But I guess it's a good thing I did, because I got another eagle putt. But you could just see
Ready?
how much more accurate I am with putting now. And I don't even like putting on this app typically. Oh, not quite high enough.
Nice buddy.
How about you? Where are you? Hello? 2 birdies in a row. Normally I feel like this would be a 9-iron, but oh no, there is some wind. I'm gonna try and draw it against that wind. I'm gonna hit an 8. Try and hit it about 168. That was a good swing. Wind is taking it. Oh, a little ways away. Georgia? You could play golf right now. But I'm telling you, now that I have a simulator, I play a lot of simulator golf, and I don't miss real golf most of the time. Truly, because this is a lot of fun for me. I don't know about this long range uphill putt here. But if anything, that's like as far away as I should be, like for a bad putt. And so I'm okay with that. You know, in real life, probably be a very similar scenario. And I can always make this on the sim.
Nice par.
Just a baby push. You can see if you look at my HLA direction on here, very rarely am I more than, a degree.
Ready? Ready?
Okay, I think I'm gonna finish up after this hole, guys. So unfortunate because I'm 4 under par. Driver feels so good now.
Rough.
Yeah, that's another thing for me too. It's just the time now. I feel really guilty taking 6 hours out of my day to go golf when I leave the wife and kids at home, because I like to spend time with the family. That's all my goals involve my family, so
Ready?
that's the most important thing. And yeah, playing golf takes away from that. But I can do this here, play around in less than an hour and a half with a little bit of warm up. Ooh. Oh, I guess it was a straight ball pretty much. Oh, it was a little ridge. Have you ever played this course? I think it's called Augusta National. Ever been there? I heard it's pretty nice.
Ready?
It could be good. Ooh.
Nice par.
Might have to keep going here.
Ready?
Oh, I can get there with a good. We're into the wind. Never mind. Probably not.
Ready?
I don't know why I tried to open up the face there. Maybe because I want to hit this cart path.
Rough.
The wind definitely just killed all the distance, though. In that deep rough.
Ready?
75-yard shot. Be good. Oh, yeah. You've been to practice rounds? That's really cool. I could miss this very easily.
Ready? Ready?
This is so close, but I could definitely miss this. And I still have to putt.
Ready?
Thought I was coming out with some kind of a course record here. Not after that one.
Nice par.
I hope everyone who watched the first 18 holes watches this. Because I'm sure I had at least 5 people unsubscribe after that.
Ready?
Downwind, big par 5 here. I just want to get this high in the air. Might have to swing a little bit. I haven't done 165 ball speed in a while. But if there was ever a time for it, it was right now.
Fairway.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna contact them and see if they have any kind of tips. I just know that it's a process, you know. I just know that it's just gonna be a whole thing, and I've been taking time away from the family just to try to get this content out for this new unit,
Ready?
and so I just thought it would go a little bit better right off the bat, but that's what happens when you get a brand new unit. There's usually kinks. Man, I'm hitting such good iron shots right now. Go. Not quite enough though.
Rough.
But see, when you trust the data coming out of the unit, it makes it a lot better.
Ready? Ready?
Okay, gotta fly this about that far. I definitely left that out right. When it hits the fringe on this app, it doesn't go anywhere. Now I gotta get up and down for par when that really could have been a birdie.
Ready?
Come on. Oh, it's expecting me to putt here.
Ready?
Maybe I should. Felt like I pulled it. Didn't hit it either.
Nice par. Ready?
To go for a little draw here against that wind. Yeah, it's fighting it. Ball speed was great. Spin was great. It's hard to beat this.
Rough.
All right, this is my last hole. And thanks for everybody sticking through it with me. If you didn't get to watch it back. You could see what went on with the MEVO Gen2. Let me know what you think. I'll definitely be talking about it in some other videos. But it just might not be for me. Limited flight. Confined space.
Ready?
Outdoor, it's probably great, but really I'm looking for indoor units right now. Gotta go because of that wind, I think. Yeah.
Ready?
Be a little more. Come on. All right.
Nice par.
I did want to finish this round out, but I gotta go because I gotta get cleaned up, get the kids. Made an eagle. I haven't done that in a bit, and it was so much better with the square. The square is such a great indoor unit. It's just so easy to set up. MEVO Gen 2 is going to need a lot more work, and I want to do that live just to show you the struggles of a new launch monitor because they're not always perfect when you first get them. It takes some time to figure out what you're doing with the setup, but I do think it should be a little bit better. I know that there will probably be some firmware updates right away. There always are. But I might not stick around to see it through with that unit. But I'll make a few more videos with it. I'm going to take it outside on Friday and see how good it is as an outdoor unit, and we'll go from there. Thanks to everyone for joining me. Having a lot of fun. I'm sweaty even though I'm indoors. And yeah, see you all soon for some more lives. Like I said, next week I'll be back. Square launch monitor lives. Playing the SGT on GS Pro, and we'll see if I can score better than an 88. Because I'm a +4 handicap on GS Pro. Shot an 88 today. for everybody to see. Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon.